Hey there, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I'm Afefe with Touch by Tarot and Beyond. If you're new to the channel, I'm so glad you're here. Hope you like what you see, and if so, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, notifications too while you're at it. For my existing subscribers, thank you so very much. You know how I feel. I appreciate you to the utmost. Gonna keep this short. Just woke up to some amazing news, interesting news. Oh, happy day. How about Rudy Giuliani has been ordered to turn over a big chunk, maybe even all of his assets to Shaye and Ruby Freeman. At last, at long last, right? This includes, from what I understand now, they had a $148 million judgment, but and he filed bankruptcy. Well, that bankruptcy got dismissed, and their attorneys rather, Moss Shays and Miss Ruby Freeman, their attorneys jumped right on it, and in fact they have been Rudy Giuliani has now been ordered to turn over his Upper East Side apartment, his cash, his jewels, all sorts of things. I found a copy of the order this morning. I will put a link to it in the description box below, so check it out. Here's what I want to take a look at. Going to keep this nice and short today, but I want to talk about the timing, you all, of this, because intimidation of election workers, lies about what's happening at the polls. Well, now we have proof positive of how high those stakes can be and what can happen. That you do this sort of thing, you get twisted, because we already see the MAGA folk and what have you out here starting to try to pull some fast ones. So let's take a look. I'm asking Spirit, other than celebrating justice, I am asking Spirit if this order is at this time, right before the election, it will have an impact on people who may have been swayed to cooperate. These election deniers, fixers now, that we may have, they're trying to put in place, is what impact this is going to have. The Eight of Pentacles comes up at the bottom of the deck with the Star. I never ignore a major arcana when I see it. The Eight of Pentacles with the Star. This was huge in terms of making everyone's eyes open up. Super, like, whoa, pay attention, that there are consequences to actions. Now, the Star, this is the people's hopes. This is the people going to the polls. This is all of this early voting. I woke up this morning, the figure that I got as of this morning, Wednesday morning, is 18 million people have already voted early, and we're talking in person, because as you know, they don't even count the mail-in ballots. And I'm getting a sense that many people this year, because of all of the stakes are so high, people are preferring to do in-person early voting versus mail-in voting this year. I have a feeling, Spirit, is mail-in voting, let me ask, is mail-in voting going to go down this year? And there'll be a rise in in-person voting. Mail-in voting, yes, 100%. Eight of Wands. All right, people are up, motivated. It's exactly what we're seeing right now with all of these incredible numbers. People turning up at the polls in person early to vote. So because people want to make sure, there's so much concern about how this is going, and not in election integrity in terms of the process itself, but we know that there's so much opposition and just keeping our eyes. So yes, huge. I think there'll be, Spirit is saying, people will still have mail-in ballots, absolutely, and plenty of them. But there are many people, that Eight of Wands is showing there are many people who would have otherwise maybe voted by mail, and they're going to the polls. Now, what is the impact on the MAGA faction who are already working these plans to disrupt the polls? What is this impact of the Rudy Giuliani order? What impact will it have? We have the Four Coins. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. This could cost us some money, And I also feel like this is, holding tight to what you have. This feels very much like the actual people. This isn't even at the higher ranks or the higher end of those, behind the scenes, the inner chamber of 45s, folks, that campaign aspect. This is day-to-day people in the different states who would be under the influence or potential influence of higher ups, who are saying, wait a minute, I have too much to risk. I don't think that I'm willing to participate in something that could literally put my life at risk. Not everybody, of course, is a major figure. You saw me shuffle and you saw me pull it. Justice. Woo! We need this. We need this right about now, right? Right about now, we need this. Justice. You all, the tides are turning. Not trying to oversimplify it, because we also know that no matter what happens after November 5th, there's going to be all this, it was wrong, it was fake, da 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 da. We also know that at the end of the day, when all is said and done and the sun rises, Kamala Harris is going to be president, and we're going to get through this mess step by step, bit by bit. Justice. This really, the timing of this, chef's kiss, impeccable. The timing of this order concerning Giuliani is absolutely spot on, and I hope that it just blares a message to so many people. I'm feeling like this is many on, county workers, like people at a level who are just looking at this and saying, no, I don't have the millions that Rudy Giuliani once had, right? Because all of his stuff's going into receivership for Moss and Freeman. I'm not necessarily wealthy, but I just don't want to take the risk of losing what I have and maybe losing my job or whatever. This was a huge warning signal. And again, the timing could not have been better. All right, you all, I said I was going to keep it short and sweet, and that's what I'm going to do. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.